How's it going, guys? Ken in here. I figured I'd just show you some tips and tricks to designing your own postcard. I did just design this doc here. It'll have a picture of every one of the pre-built templates that we have currently, as well as the fonts that were used, uploads that were used, elements. This one has a bunch of lines in it. If transparency was used, you see it there, and the different color codes. So obviously the dark blue is going to be for the handwritten font here, and then black's going to be for everything else there. But yeah, so you're gonna have, a couple different handwritten options there, and then some that are mixed, a little more simple there. And then if you get all the way down here, you're gonna see, stuff with pictures, kind of like this, right? This one's got a little bit of a permanent marker kind of feel to it. Um, okay. So if I was gonna design my own postcard, I'd go and I'd, get recommended the system, and it would pop up something like this, right? So if you guys want analytics, please don't delete the phone number placeholder or the QR code, because that's going to be how we get the analytics. If you delete the QR code and put your own QR code in here, we're not going to get the analytics. And if you delete this, put your own phone number in here, we're not going to get the analytics either. So you got to use both of these. Keep in mind your phone number will be in slotted for the phone number here. It's not going to print with the phone number. Your phone number will come in here. All right, so getting started here, I am going to change sizing a little bit here on the QR code. Something like that will probably work for us. And then I'm going to pop the phone number down here. We're going to go ahead and add our picture. Uh, you're going to want to change the positioning. So I'm going to add this one all the way to forward. I'm going to put this one all the way forward as well. So the picture is going to fall back behind. Let's see here. Let's get that centered. Boom. And then it's a little bit off. So I'm just going to make that a little bigger there. Perfect. All right. And then looking at the QR code here, it looks a little funky. So I'm actually going to add in a box, but I do have to put the picture over, add in the box. There we go. And then is what's going to happen. Change that to forward. And we're just going to change the size of this box just a hair. And like that will probably work for us. And then we're going to pop this into the bottom here. Okay, that looks to be people centered. And then we're going to change this to white and then pop our QR code in the deck center. And it's going to look something like that, which looks pretty good. I might change that just a little bit smaller, but for now, we'll leave it there. And then obviously the black looks okay right here, but I think I'm going to actually like white better. Let's try that. Okay, then because this is a phone number, I am going to bold this magic. Okay. And then I would actually add in a logo, and I'll probably put it somewhere in the center here. And then if you guys want to add in any sort of text or anything like that, you're more than welcome to by clicking that there. Ooh, I don't like the black on that though, do I? Let's see here. Let's change this to white. Okay, it looks a little better, but you can't quite read it. So here's what I'm actually gonna do is pull a box. Oh, can change that. Pull a box over. And then is what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the transparency of that box. So we're going to add just to like probably 78, maybe 79. There we go. And then I'm going to pull this all the way over. Okay, I'm going to make sure and actually put these all the way forward first before I do that. Otherwise, it's going to look a little funky. Forward. Let's get forward. Boom. Oh, that again. There we go. And then we're going to pop that in there. Magical. Okay. I'm going to pull our transparent box way over to the end. And it's going to look something like that. So you can tell, like, it has a little bit of transparency look in the background there. And then you can add in whatever text you would like here. I recommend putting something in here like Um, like, hey, we're going to be working on this street for the next week. We're doing 3 estimates. Uh, Please give me a call. My direct number here. Something kind of like that is what you're going for, right? So I'd probably type in something like that here. If you do want to change this to some sort of handwritten font, you're more than welcome to. I do like this one right now. It's been my favorite, but I go back and forth honestly between a lot of them. Hold that just a little bit there. So I think you can put that in there somewhere in the center here. And obviously, I put mess around with this for probably 30 minutes, 30, 45 minutes there to make sure I can get it completely right and how I'd like it. Um, but that's the basics of how you would design a postcard. If you have any questions, let me know. And I'm more than willing to help you out. Anyway, thanks, guys.